Thank you so much for joining us again tonight. Tonight you heard from Dr. Nina Ahmed, Democratic nominee for Auditor General here in Pennsylvania. If elected on November 3rd, she will break that glass ceiling and become the first person of color elected to a statewide row office in Pennsylvania. I have been involved in politics for over 30 years now. For most of those years, there have rarely been a black or brown face at the top level of most campaigns I've worked on or the elected officials I worked with. Unfortunately, the higher you go, the less racial diversity you see. The problem is not restricted to campaigns. In Congress, just over 20% of the congressional staff is of color. It's even worse in state legislatures. Black people account for only 9% of all state legislatures. Hispanics account for only 5% of state lawmakers. With these numbers, how can we expect politicians and candidates to be on the right side of racial justice issues, such as criminal justice reform, wage disparities, employment discrimination? You see the problem here too, I'm sure. The lack of diversity among our elected officials and their top aides impairs their ability to understand their diverse districts. If we are more intentional about the way that we ensure diversity in political campaigns, public offices, and the rooms where decisions are made, it will transform the way that political leaders show up during moments of crisis. It is also how we can effect change that is inclusive and meaningful. It's not good enough to show up to a march or protest holding a Black Lives Matter sign when there is no one in your office that looks like me. Having elected officials to set the agenda of different races and nationalities allows a cultural understanding and life experience that is necessary in today's ever-changing world. It's a perspective often lost and not appreciated when the room is accessible to only people with a certain pedigree and connections. Dr. Nina Ahmed is not only educated, but has the managerial experience to be the next Auditor General of Pennsylvania. Don't vote for her just because she is a woman of color. Vote for her because she is qualified and will bring a perspective to the office we have never seen in Pennsylvania, a perspective that is desperately needed. Remember, real change happens at the ballot box through the people we elect to make policy decisions for us. So remember to vote on November 3rd. Again, please subscribe to watch our weekly show on YouTube at Rajette Harris, and feel free to send a comment, show idea, or just say hi at unfinishedbusiness@rajette.com. Again, thank you for joining us tonight. Be safe and join us next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Let's get busy and solve some unfinished business.